Study the Bible, not the sermon. Ministry of Music, Book of Psalms, level 3. Let's go. Welcome back. This is the channel, Study the Bible, not the sermon. I am the Locksmith, because knowledge is the key. Last time we were all gathered together, we talked about how the Psalms are broken up into 5 books in correspondence to the 5 books of the law, in correspondence to the 5 books of the Megillot, which are the 5 books of the Bible that are read during 5 seasons of feast days, right? And today we want to focus on book 3 of the Psalms. Book 3 is Psalms 73 through Psalms 89 and corresponds to the book of Leviticus, which corresponds to the book of Lamentations. So we're going to dig in some of these parallels. The theme for book 3 is destruction and or defilement. Temple, the city, and the sanctuary. Just going off what we generally know about the book of Leviticus. The book of Leviticus concerns the tribe of Levi and the things they do within the temple of God, right? Leviticus for the Levites, who are most concerned with the temple of God. In order for book 3 to be parallel, that would mean Psalm 73 through 89 have a focus primarily on the temple of God, Jerusalem, and or its destruction. To demonstrate this, we're gonna flip over to Psalm 73 and kick this off at verse 18. All right, y'all ready? Got my illustrious read. I know you ready, bro. 73 and 17, bro. Come on with it.
Until I went into the sanctuary of God.
Yes.
Then understood I their end. Surely thou didst set them in slippery places.
Yeah.
Thou castest them down into destruction.
That's right. Understand a slippery place and cast them down into destruction, right? If you read the rest of this psalm, he definitely talking about the tribulations of Israel, right? And you understand therein when you go to the temple, because the temple is going to get ransacked, it's going to get destroyed, it won't be left one stone upon another. Is its final state according to Jesus, right? Now flip on over to the next chapter, chapter 74. We're going to pick it up at verse 1. We're going to read a little bit of this. Come on.
O God, why hast thou cast us off forever?
Good question.
Why doth thine anger smoke against the sheep of thy pasture?
Yes, sir. If you read first 5 books of Moses and the prophets, you'll know why. You'll know why his anger smoke against the sheep of his pasture. Read.
Remember thy congregation which thou hast purchased of old.
Yes.
The rod of thine inheritance which thou hast redeemed. This Mount Zion wherein thou hast dwelt.
Hey, keep in mind that he say, remember thy congregation which you purchased of old. I thought the church started in Acts chapter 2. Things that make you go, Read.
Lift up thy feet unto the perpetual desolation.
Yes.
Even all that the enemy hath done wickedly in the sanctuary.
All the wickedness that's done in your sanctuary. Read.
Thine enemies roar in the midst of thy congregations. They set up their ensigns for signs.
Terrible news how they doing the sanctuary of the Lord, right? The enemies, right? Because of what the priest did, the enemies is doing this, right? Skip down to verse 7. Read.
They have cast fire into thy sanctuary. They have defiled by casting down the dwelling place of thy name to the ground.
Yeah, what they say?
They said in their hearts, let us destroy them together. They have burned up all the synagogues of God in the land.
Right. Man, read verse 9.
We see not our signs.
Yeah.
There is no more any prophet, neither is there among us any that knoweth how long.
Right. Again, prophesying about the temple and Jerusalem, because it's book 3. All right, Psalms chapter 75, he talk about the whole earth being laid waste and desolate. You know what I'm saying? Go on, throw up 75 and 3 on the screen. Yeah, right, but we ain't gonna read that. We're gonna go to chapter 76 now. 76 and verse 1, bro. Read something.
In Judah is God known.
True.
His name is great in Israel.
I know that's right.
In Salem also is his tabernacle.
Oh.
And his dwelling place in Zion.
So we talking about the tabernacle and the dwelling place. That's Jerusalem then. Read.
There break he the arrows of the bow, the shield, and the sword and the battle, Selah.
Selah. That means we got to pause and think on it. That's where he gonna break the bows and the shield and the sword in the battle, right? Talking about the destruction of Jerusalem and the final day in the mountain of Megiddo, the valley of Jehoshaphat, which is about a quarter mile from Jerusalem, if I can recollect correctly. Flip over to chapter 77, verse 1. Read something.
I cried unto God with my voice.
Yeah.
Even unto God with my voice,
and
he gave ear unto me.
And he gave ear unto me, right? Talking about, this is a psalm of tribulations again, right? Read verse 2.
In the day of my trouble I sought the Lord. My sore ran in the night and ceased not. My soul refused to be comforted.
Boy, that sounds like real life right there. Skip down to verse 7 and read.
Will the Lord cast off forever? And will he be favorable no more?
Whew. If there was ever a good question, things that make you go, Now flip over to Psalm chapter 78. In Psalm 78, the Lord running back again about how bogus Israel is, and he just run it down to him, and he's talking about, you know, different things they did. We want to pick this up at verse 60, 78 and 60, because that's the reason why Jerusalem and the temple get destroyed, right? Because Israel bogus, right? True that. You know what I'm saying? All the Israelites, make sure you keep that in the front of your thinking cap, right? You don't have a homeland because Israel ain't do right? Read.
So that he forsook the tabernacle of Shiloh,
the
tent which he placed among men.
Right, Shiloh talking about Jerusalem still. Read.
And delivered his strength into captivity, and his glory into the enemy's hand. Right,
so talking about that tabernacle in Shiloh, which is Jerusalem in the city of David, and it say he delivered his strength into captivity and his glory into the enemy's hand. Still talking about Shiloh. It's what he delivered into the enemy's hand. What he delivered into the enemy's hand. Right, last one. Flip over to chapter 79, Psalm 79. Pick it up at verse 1, bro. Read something.
O God,
the
heathen are come into thine inheritance.
Terrible news.
Thy holy temple have they defiled.
True.
They have laid Jerusalem on heaps.
As it is to this day. Read.
The dead bodies of thy servants have they given to be meat unto the fowls of the heaven.
Now what they did.
The flesh of thy saints unto the beasts of the earth.
That would have happened.
Their blood have they shed like water round about Jerusalem. And there was none to bury them. Right.
Blood was shed like water round about Jerusalem. Jesus prophesied it. It happened before he prophesied it and after he prophesied. Now the theme of destruction is quite obvious here. Right, now remember, the corresponding book in the Megillah is the book of Lamentations, which is ordained to be read during the season that the temple was destroyed. Right, remember, you do some research, history tells us that the temple was destroyed on the same day Nebuchadnezzar to General Titus, the Roman, right? The same day of the year, right? So this was right, but keep in mind, I'm just saying that, you know, we in 2017. Let's cancel all that temple talk. All right. The theme of destruction is quite obvious. The corresponding book in the Megillah is the book of Lamentations, and that book is ordained to be read during the eve, the day of the anniversary that the temple was destroyed by Nebuchadnezzar. Right? They was doing it Ezra Nehemiah day, and they was doing it in Jesus day. Right? And just for us 21st century Christians, keep in mind that history tells us that the Romans tore down the second temple on the same day of the year in history that Nebuchadnezzar did, right? Giving us the same significance, right, of reading that book on, I think it's the 5th day of Ab, right? Check back, study the Bible, not the sermon. Next year, we definitely gonna jump down on that. And you can read about, go ahead, throw up on the screen the scriptures about when the temple was destroyed. That's Jeremiah 52, 12 through 14. And that's Zechariah 7 and 5 and Zechariah 8 and 19. And the last question I have for you is it a coincidence? I mean, is it me or is it a conspiracy, my brother? Study the Bible, not the sermon. Another one done. Class 303. Appreciate you hanging out. Things that make you go Locksmith, because knowledge is the key. Check back with me Sunday, last episode, going down. Turn.